Spence is about an accident. Was he in an accident?
Right. So then they did.
Yes, our police officer ran and hit his wife.
Need to, I'll take him down
Yeah,
there.
so then it was the water main where I was at a while ago went this way.
Look, I got,
And then, that's what those are culvert pipes that the gas ran into.
No shit.
So we cut the electric conduit and then had to run,
From Nashville.
Real raggy.
connected to the T, ran a sleeve, and then did get that to work.
How you doing, Merle?
But we didn't have to take this. This
Fantastic.
was okay. Right.
Flags go okay?
They can't see it now, but when we dug it up, this line went here, the T, and here. It was like it was had pushed
Where's your
out.
suit coat?
Suit coat? What? What?
I guess it was
You
a
better go down there.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
pipe fitter.
You got time.
The guy was there from Gateway, and this Brian Ditch knew him, so he was there like all day
He's
long.
here.
He kind of did the
Don't worry.
repairs.
He's here.
We had 2 laborers there to do it, but he's like, "Oh no, this is I have to do this." And we're like, "Well, we got to pull that T back," and they're like, "You're allowed 7%."
None of us have any opposition.
So this 12-inch water line can go and then go into a T at a 7% angle. Our guys are like, we wouldn't allow 1 or 2. He said he would allow 7.
Oh, the
I couldn't
guy
believe
across
that.
the street?
Because you stood back and looked, and the water went into the T, and it went the other way.
We're building an outside
Crazy.
seating activities area.
Oh, okay.
Look, it says hello.
Oh,
Not
and
to
you
mention
guys
it was
had
freezing outside. And it
Chad, I got a new
had
iPad.
a hallway, everything we
Oh,
dig
I
out,
know,
you
I
got a
didn't.
hallway. All to a dump,
nice.
and then you bring rock.
They are nice. You got to go get one.
I know.
I went from not working last week to
Because
5 o'clock until 6
yours and everybody else is
And we
like
hauled
13
snow.
years old.
No, mine's not that old.
Oh, you got a new one?
Got a newer one.
Oh, so
Well, that was only 2 days of work.
still,
that seat.
these new ones are real nice.
Yeah, Greg had broke his, the whole screen was shattered.
Oh yeah, I remember. He let his grandkids play with it.
Probably.
They would
I
throw,
mean,
no, I
Well,
know.
I mean, I always,
Oh yeah, they'd throw it around
throughout
and
the year,
That's going to happen.
throwing things out.
it is city property.
You know,
Busy as hell. So.
I give.
Money was
Yeah,
away.
that was just one of those
one time,
utility things that, yeah,
last year, I saw him working.
never know what you're going to find. That's right. Yeah. Open up the hydrant and drain the line, and then, yeah, that was crazy.
I sat over there then. Where
So I feel you.
Sully's at.
Speech,
Hi, Chad.
How you doing?
Good, you?
You guys win?
Yes, we did.
Awesome, thank you.
No, I'm sorry, we didn't.
Who'd you play?
No, we didn't. We lost to Fort Grimwold South.
Oh wow.
Third time we played them this year.
Did you win any of them?
We're live. Close.
Right.
County too.
Ready? Here we go, gang.
Regular meeting of Washington, Missouri City Council, Monday, February 2nd, 2026, 7 p.m. Bear?
Here.
Briggs?
Here.
Coulter?
Here.
Hydrich?
Here.
Holtmeyer?
Here.
Mackey?
Here. Sorry.
Hepsel?
Here.
Selenstrup?
Here.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will all the council members answer if they have or have not read the minutes of the council meeting dated January 5th, 2026? I'm sorry, January 20th, 2026. Bear?
Yes.
Briggs?
Yes.
Coulter?
Yes.
Hydrich?
Aye.
Holtmeyer?
Aye.
Patke?
Yes.
Hepsel?
Yes.
Selenstrup?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Yes. Sorry,
Siri interrupted him.
Siri was talking to me.
Lost all control. All right, we got a motion and a second. Did you
I'm
catch?
sorry, who made the first?
Patke and
You.
Holtmeyer second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Everyone is done.
Approval and adjustment of agenda, including consent agenda. You have the change order number 1, Jefferson Street roadway and ADA compliance, STP 6406607.
I just have a question for Charles. I know it says in here for it changes in grades and aprons and et cetera. Was it a matter of a cut? Because it's a pretty big number.
Yeah, there's a portion, when we had to move the sidewalk in, we actually narrowed the street. So we moved the sidewalk in. That kind of messed up the grades on the backside, so we had to go further back in some driveways. We also went further back at the intersection of A Street and Jefferson, kind of help that intersection. There's a bump when you're driving through, so we took that back further, which added sidewalk and ADA ramp, some concrete and asphalt work, and then same with 14th Street. We actually added an apron and tried to bring that back out further to kind of help with the bump that you were
Definitely helped
experiencing before.
the bump at A Street and 14th Street for sure. 14th Street is really, really good. If you drive through 14th.
And
now.
there was a dip in the road at just south of 14th there that was holding water, all these years, and we took that out, but that, was 6 inches of asphalt that we had to add through that whole couple 100 feet stretch.
Okay.
So multiple things on the project. This is the final change order. This encompasses everything, so.
All right, thank you.
Other questions? Charles?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Motion by Hydrich, second by Bear. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Priority items, mayor's presentations, appointments and reappointments, police department appointment.
Good evening, council. I'd like to introduce Lauren Zweifel. So you were correct, Aaron.
We had bets on how to pronounce your last
I
name.
talked to her earlier. Yeah, we did. Yep. See, there we go. So Lauren comes to us with about 3 years of experience with the St. Louis County municipality, but she's a native of Union, so she's local to the area, and she's actually one of our former Washington Police Explorers. So we're happy to have her apply, and I would like to recommend her as a full-time police officer.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion by Batke, second by Hydrich. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Welcome to the force.
Welcome aboard.
Citizens' comments?
If anyone is in the audience that would like to make a comment that's not on the agenda tonight, please feel free. Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Sherry.
Report of department heads, stormwater MS4 annual update.
All right, council, this is our annual stormwater update that we have to do as part of our MS4 permit with DNR and EPA. So just kind of going over the different things that we did this year. So a couple years back, May of 2024, we did the code updates that included some water quality improvements and different things there. So we got those implemented. We're starting to see those get put out, and people starting to put in new water quality post-construction facilities. We also did the erosion assistance program that you guys all approved last fall. We've been updating the stormwater webpage, trying to get more notice out to the public through social media and stuff. We also had a stormwater survey that we've put out multiple times in flyers through the utility billing, out online through our social media, try and gauge people's public input and opinions on different stormwater topics and how they could get involved. We do bi-weekly stormwater posts on our social media. We call it WaterWise Wednesday, just helpful tips for different stormwater things people in the public can do, help. We've been tracking our sites and inspections for grading permits and construction sites, more city inspections. Oh, sorry. There we go. We did a bigger community Earth Day event last year. We did it in conjunction with the Sunset at the Riverfront. We had a lot of positive feedback, a lot of people that came out for that, and we had different booths and different things. We had the high school get involved as well, so it was a really good event. We're hoping to continue that this year. We were just talking earlier, it won't be able to happen at the Sunset at the Riverfront because of the construction that we'll have down there at the Riverfront, but we'll do it again at the Farmers Market like we've done in the past. So, storm drain murals. There were 3 storm drains that were painted by the Washington High School, and the students came up with the designs and did them. So, if you're driving by, you can see those, and they just kind of bring awareness that the water that goes to our storm drains goes directly to the creeks without being filtered. So, and And then we had 2 developer trainings and designer trainings. So in March and October, we put on some presentations for local developers, contractors, kind of educate them on some of the new code updates. And then just the October one, we actually had DNR come out and give a presentation on construction site runoff and stuff like that. And we've been putting up educational signs and different things. The parks did the infiltration trenches down there at the riverfront, and we have an educational sign there that kind of explains that, and bioswales and different things. So, and then last, as part of our audit a year ago, we needed to get operating permits for the compost center in the airport. We have those now and running with those permits. So just some background, we got audited back in November of 2024, and that was the follow-up from our audit in 2022 when we were found that we needed a lot of improvements to our program. So the audit in 2024 showed great improvement. DNR was happy with that. They weren't going to put us into the consent abatement order of consent, which include monetary penalties. They just wanted to see us do quarterly reporting for this last year. So we've been keeping up with the quarterly reports, and the last report will be at the end of February, which is our annual report. And if everything looks good after that, they'll take us out of essentially probation that we're on. So
Probation is right. We got our hand slapped that night, that's for sure.
Jeff still remembers that story.
Right. Girls were mean is right.
So that's where we're at, and we'll do the annual report, and hopefully everything's good, and we'll kind of be back in good standing. We did get a notice of violation back in March of this year for failure to escalate enforcement of a developer that was having some issues with stormwater runoff. We responded to DNR in May. Ultimately, that situation ended with different enforcement and ended with a stop work order, and then got the developer back in compliance. So we were found back in compliance for that violation in November, and DNR was just out here last week to check on the developer side and was getting them back in compliance. So definitely improvements were made out there at that site. And then looking ahead, just continuing to work towards compliance, emphasis on documentation. DNR is big on that, and as part of our permit. We have our High Street Basin retrofit project that's going to start here in the next week or two, and that does include an educational sign that'll be posted there for the public to see. And then we're hoping to do our Jefferson A Street project here at the end of the year. We have training. We'll continue those trainings and presentations for developers and designers. We got some good feedback and good attendance at those. Our Earth Day event, continue that. Working with the high school students, that seems to be the ones we have seem really invested in that, so we'll try and continue that and maybe grow it to other schools, and then just follow through on our procedures and the new codes that we have implemented. So, any questions or comments?
How did the training go? Did you have a lot of contractors or just a few?
I'd say
Any questions?
we had most of the bigger developers and contractors, not too many of the smaller ones, so it would be good to try and target some of the smaller contractors. Yeah, definitely some questions, some feedback. That's why we had the one in the fall, kind of more geared toward actual, BMPs and silt fence and different things they can do out on their site that's a little more applicable to what they're doing. And there were lots of questions for DNR when they came out in the fall. I think that one was really good. The feedback we're hearing now is maybe more real examples, or even maybe like a site visit and kind of going over some of the things to try and work with them on, hey, if these things are failing, what can we do to, improve the situation and stuff like that.
Anything to make a change in the codes?
Anything as far as code changes? I don't think we have to make any code changes. I think the code changes we did are really good. It's just education on what the sites need to do, what they can do if things aren't working, stuff like that is probably the biggest things we're seeing right now. But I'd say overall in the last couple of years we've seen a positive trend towards these construction sites having the BMPs out there, really making an effort to keep the sites cleaner and maintaining
I would just like to commend Charles and his staff. I mean, this is not an easy test. This is all new stuff that the city had to go through, and he picked it up and like I said, got us to this point. We can see the end now, which is really good. And, I mean, there's much more of an awareness of it, which is good. I think that's what DNR wanted, but at least we've gotten a path of how do we get in compliance, and now we know. So we don't have that fear of, are we doing the right thing or not enough, or, you know, so kudos to his staff.
That one infected our funding too, if we got out of compliance, correct?
Correct. Well, you might have been looking at, some cities are looking at fines, basically. That's what you get down to.
Good job.
Thank you, Charles.
Thanks, Charles.
Thanks for covering up for Nils, that's all I know.
Attaboy.
What Nils just couldn't do, Charles has done well.
Are you watching that, John, on YouTube?
I'll call him and tell him.
All right, you call him.
Jeff, would you like him to request the ladies to come back to give you a good report, so you feel a
Yeah,
little
no,
better?
it's okay. I'm happy we're in compliance.
We don't want them back.
Ordinances and resolutions, an ordinance authorizing and directing the city of Washington, Missouri to accept the proposal from Gerald Mechanical Contractors for the City Hall Council Chambers FTU replacement.
Hydrant.
As Shannon Laurie described at the previous workshop or whatever, this is to go ahead and help with the council chambers here. This is the next step to kind of upgrade those units. In case anybody has any questions. There you go.
Okay, good. No further questions or discussion. Second reading, Sherry.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the city of Washington, Missouri to accept the proposal from Gerald Mechanical Contractors for the City Hall Council Chambers FTU replacement. Sullentrup,
Yes.
Pecky,
Yes.
Pepsel,
Yes.
Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Briggs,
Yes.
Bear.
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7A passes. B, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a contract by and between the city of Washington, Missouri and Volkert, Inc. for engineering design services for the East Fifth Street roadway and ADA improvements project, STPG 6400632.
Altrop.
Go ahead.
Sullentrup.
We discussed this at the workshop. Is there any more questions with this?
Okay, second reading.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a contract by and between the city of Washington, Missouri and Volkert, Inc. for engineering design services for the East Fifth Street roadway and ADA improvements project, STPG 6400632. Sullentrup,
Yes.
Pecky,
Yes.
Pepsel,
Yes.
Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Briggs,
Yes.
Bear.
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7B passes. C, please.
An ordinance amending the 2026 budget of the city of Washington, Missouri.
Holtmeyer.
Introduced by Holtmeyer.
This is to cover the cost of the change order that you just approved on the consent agenda. This would be an increase in the transportation sales tax fund.
Questions or discussion? Second reading.
An ordinance amending the 2026 budget of the city of Washington, Missouri. Sullentrup,
Yes.
Pecky,
Yes.
Pepsel,
Yes.
Heidrich,
Aye.
Coulter,
Yes.
Holtmeyer,
Aye.
Briggs,
Yes.
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7C passes. D, please.
an ordinance vacating a portion of Front Street right-of-way in the city of Washington, Franklin County, Missouri.
Coulter.
Introduced by Coulter.
This is for the Front Street underground burial project. This is the actual right-of-way vacation that we need in front of Meerschaum so that Ameren can take and place their easement and put their transformer there where the sidewalk is currently. And then the following ordinance is for a pedestrian ingress and egress easement through that new vacated portion that essentially will go back to Meerschaum, but allow us to have the sidewalk open to public access through there, so.
Mark, just to be clear, I know it's not on this ordinance, but the next one, this will give us access, that pedestrian ingress and egress, does that also include utilities that may need to be located there in the future?
No, it's just an ingress and egress easement. Charles and I talked a little bit about that. We're gonna need a utility easement.
Okay. We're gonna get that later?
So we'll have that for the next meeting.
Okay, all right, I just wanted to make sure. Sorry. I know it's ongoing, but you gotta do this, then you gotta do that, and you gotta.
At least we're working in the background on all the stuff, so we still should be on track for getting started here in March, hopefully, so.
Sorry I had a damper, we just,
A lot of balls in the air.
yeah, I know.
Questions or discussions? Second reading.
An ordinance vacating a portion of Front Street right-of-way in the city of Washington, Franklin County, Missouri. Solentrop?
Yes.
Patke?
Yes.
Pepsel?
Yes?
Heydrich?
Aye.
Coulter?
Yes.
Holtmeyer?
Aye.
Briggs?
Yes.
Bear?
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7D passes. E, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of an easement deed by and between the city of Washington, Missouri and Missouri Meerschaum Company.
Coulter.
Introduced by Coulter.
Any questions with this one?
You're done.
Yeah.
Does it have a utility? No.
No, we'll have one later. But you can keep walking past it after this one.
Second reading, Sherry.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of an easement deed by and between the city of Washington, Missouri and Missouri Meerschaum Company. Solentrop?
Yes.
Patke?
Yes.
Pepsel?
Yes?
Heydrich?
Aye.
Coulter?
Yes.
Holtmeyer?
Aye.
Briggs?
Yes.
Bear?
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7E passes.
Ordinance authorizing and directing the city of Washington, Missouri to accept the quote from Heavy Duty Equipment for the purchase of a 2026 Laser ZX Series mower.
Introduced by Pepsi.
This is for the 2026 Laser Z X Series mower equipment replacement that we introduced at the council workshop meeting. Have any other questions?
Okay, thanks, Lauren. Second reading, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the city of Washington, Missouri to accept the quote from Heavy Duty Equipment for the purchase of a 2026 Laser ZX Series motor. Solentrop?
Yes.
Patke?
Yes.
Pepsel?
Yes?
Heydrich?
Aye.
Coulter?
Yes.
Holtmeyer?
Aye.
Briggs?
Yes.
Bear?
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7F passes. G, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a Sourcewell purchasing contract by and between the city of Washington, Missouri and Landscape Structures for replacement of the fairground, arena, and motorsports bleachers.
Patke.
Introduced by Pat.
Again, this is for the motorsports the fairground arena and motorsports bleachers, the one set of bleachers that we are replacing this year from Sourcewell Purchasing through Landscape Structures. Does anyone have any other questions?
We will get you a list of improvements that the chamber's got going on at the fairgrounds for your, that was a question that was asked at the workshop.
Second reading.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the execution of a Sourcewell purchasing contract by and between the city of Washington, Missouri and Landscape Structures for replacement of the fairground, arena, and motorsports bleachers. Solentrop?
Yes.
Patke?
Yes.
Pepsel?
Yes?
Heydrich?
Aye.
Coulter?
Yes.
Holtmeyer?
Aye.
Briggs?
Yes.
Bear?
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7G passes. H, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the city of Washington, Missouri to accept the bid from New Toys Leisure Products for the replacement of Croke Park Playground and amend the 2025-2026 budget.
There.
Introduced by Bear.
And this also was introduced at the workshop. This is for the Krog Park Playground and for the amendment of the 25-26 budget to purchase through Sourcewell purchasing contract through New Toys Leisure Products. Any other questions?
Second reading, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the city of Washington, Missouri to accept the bid from New Toys Leisure Products for the replacement of Krog Park Playground and amend the 2025-2026 budget. Solentrop?
Yes.
Patke?
Yes.
Pepsel?
Yes?
Heydrich?
Aye.
Coulter?
Yes.
Holtmeyer?
Aye.
Briggs?
Yes.
Bear?
Yes.
By By your vote, ordinance 7H passes. Aye, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the city of Washington, Missouri to accept the quote from Hawkins for the purchase of chlorine analyzers.
Hydrich.
By Hydrich.
Anybody have any questions of Kevin?
Okay, second reading.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the city of Washington, Missouri to accept the quote from Hawkins for the purchase of chlorine analyzers. Solentrop?
Yes.
Patke?
Yes.
Pepsel?
Yes.
Hydrich?
Aye.
Coulter?
Yes.
Bultmeyer?
Aye.
Briggs?
Yes.
Bear?
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7I passes. J, please.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the city of Washington, Missouri to accept the proposal from Flynn Drilling Company for well number 7 pumping equipment repairs.
Patke.
Introduced by Pat.
Anyone else have any questions of Kevin?
Got them all in the first meeting.
Second reading.
An ordinance authorizing and directing the city of Washington, Missouri to accept the proposal from Flynn Drilling Company for well number 7 pumping equipment repairs. Solentrop?
Yes.
Patke?
Yes.
Pepsel?
Yes.
Hydrich?
Aye.
Coulter? Bultmeyer?
Aye.
Briggs?
Yes.
Bear?
Yes.
By your vote, ordinance 7J passes.
Mayor's report?
Second council meeting this month, you guys, is Tuesday, February the 17th, because President's Day weekend. Other than that, I've got nothing to report. We've been hard at work on the sales tax, both the transpo and the capital improvement. We may be asking a little bit of you guys as we move forward, but for right now, we're getting the verbiage down in our flyers, our presentations and stuff like that, I think. Are you giving one tomorrow? Is there?
I'll be giving some informational stuff, not tomorrow, but there will be, I'll get to that in my report here in just a second.
That's all I have.
City Administrator's report?
First item was just, we had the ability to go ahead and get into the Army Reserve Center recently. It was the mayor, Sandy Lucy, who's the chair of the sales tax renewal, Lori and myself, and then there was 2 representatives from Ann Wagner's office that helped us go ahead and schedule the tour. The lady that works out there, she's been out there for quite some time. I apologize, I don't remember Sloan's last name, first name Sloan, but anyway, she gave us the tour. The facility has been maintained pretty well for actually not really being utilized a lot in recent times. But they keep up with all of the utilities. I think there was, I mean, she showed us every nook and cranny of the building. It certainly, I feel, will work for purposes of a senior center, something that you can work with. There's a large open space in there. There's several other open spaces where they can do other activities, and certainly enough room for storage for all of their stuff. So we're still hopeful. I think that the good news is I think that the folks that are out there are encouraged. They would like to see the city get it for such a purpose, and so and we'll just keep in touch with you if anything we hear from Ann Wagner's office. They've been great to work with on this project, and like I said, we've got our fingers crossed.
Darren, did they say anything about acreage?
We were just talking about that before. I can't remember what that was. I want to say it's like 3 acres. We could look it up. I don't know. We could look it up. I'll get it to you though. There's room. I guess the other good thing about it is we looked at the accessory structure as well. That would be great. If that was what you were going to ask? It would be great for the Parks Department, I think, or other uses. It's a heated shop that they did maintenance on their vehicles. I mean, it's been also maintained very well. So close proximity to all our other facilities out there. I just think it's a great opportunity if it unfolds itself for us, so.
And I think and through discussion, we know, or we've learned that the feds have a chance to purchase it first, and then state, and then county, and then.
Correct. It goes down that
Wagner's office
list.
has taken care of a lot of that, but.
I don't think, the only thing I would correct on you on that, Jeff, I don't know about the county, but I definitely know it goes from the Fed to the state and then local government. So I think in this case, it's just like the post office when that was turned over we had the opportunity, but since we didn't, the city directly didn't want it, and Downtown Washington Inc. did, that's how it got, evolved for them to go ahead and acquire it. Yes, but it's the same process. I have not heard one way or another of any other federal agency or state agency that's expressed any interest, but it's very early in the game because they haven't officially declared that they want to move out. They just know it's coming. So it's still early in the game. But so far, all the reports that we've heard, that, we're hopeful.
It's 4.5 acres,
Thank you, it is that.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that close to 5.
4.5.
Joe, do you have a question or a comment?
I think you had about the accessory building.
That's the buildings.
And parking is there. You'd probably have to do some improvements for parking. As you all can drive by there and see, there's a gated portion of that parking lot as well. So whatever, if we wanted to keep that or move that or whatever, that's easy. The second item I had for you on the agenda was what the mayor was talking about a little bit, with the sales tax renewal. I think Eileen from our office sent you an email. If you didn't check it, it's got a list of all the dates coming up. I think they've pretty much got them all set for February. I would just have you keep in mind, not all of those are open public meetings. They're just different groups. Like Sandy used to say about 8 years ago, it's like where any 2 people gather, we'll go ahead and do a presentation on it. So the committee, though, has got those dates covered. All of February, I think, is pretty much covered, with a lot of dates also as well in March. But there will be a presentation, as Doug was asking me, at 3:53 on Wednesday morning at 8 o'clock. We will present that to them at that time. We did our first one in front of the Industrial Development Authority. Just so you know, they pledged $2,500 for each proposition campaign, as well as WCIC has also done the same. So, and if you want a more detailed list of commitments to those campaigns or whatever, JB can give you a list of those. So, but a lot of people have recognized the need. It's so far, but we're very early in the game.
So Darren, this comes from the committee email list, but from Diane Jones. There's a difference between what city employees can do as opposed to members of the marketing committee. Both can prove valuable informing in public, but this is the question I asked at one of those committee meetings. We did this 8 years ago, and there was the council members were not allowed to do certain things. I know at that meeting, everyone looked at me like I was green, but I remember that specifically, and now it's getting talked about. So when it comes down to it, what can members of the council or city staff do or not do in leading up to this marketing process?
He put the T-ball on the tee for you.
Perfect.
You can't spend public dollars to advocate for or against the ballot proposition. You can spend public dollars as long as it's purely for informational purposes, but not to say, vote yes for this or that, or vote no for this or that.
Okay.
But as far as council members, when they talk, or as far as, because in this instance, we do not have any races moving forward for our council seats that are open, they can go ahead and certainly discuss that among, or advocate for those taxes, for the renewal of those.
Correct.
There you go.
So how do you finance the campaign then?
Well, the chamber is the one. So one other thing I guess I should say too.
Right.
And this is getting back, so if you want on your list of stuff, what has the chamber done for us lately? So just so you know, they have put together, pledged $7,500 for the capital improvement sales tax and $7,500 for the transportation sales tax, as well as those others that I told you. I think right now the committee would like to go ahead and raise up to $20,000 for each one of those campaigns, and they're actually well on their way. So we've gotten a lot, like I said, we've gotten a lot of support. But back to his question, we just can't, city can't spend public dollars. I have been I intend on being at 90% of the presentations, just to go ahead and have any information if anybody has any questions or regards to it. I did the one for the transportation at the IDA meeting the other day, and I'll do it again probably for 3:53 on Wednesday. So it's a lot of information. We're trying to work on condensing it down So like when we go to these, we tried to do 15 minutes for capital improvement, 15 minutes for transportation, and we're really having a hard time staying within our allotted time frame, especially if there's questions. But if there's questions, we want to answer them, so.
So just to reiterate, Mark, as a council, we can advocate for it,
Yes.
but we can't approve to spend any money
No,
from here. We can't,
you
we
can't
cannot give money
use-
to the chamber for that marketing process.
No, you
They-
can't
them as
use public
individuals
money.
could, couldn't they?
You can't use, yeah, as an individual, you can make a donation to the chamber. You can't use city postage meters, you can't use print on city paper, you can't
Right.
use.
There you go.
public dollars.
Okay.
So it's okay to say to our citizens, as an individual on the council or mayor,
Yes,
will you please vote for this issue?
yes.
Okay,
I think that would be expected that you would.
great.
Correct, but I just want to make sure we cleared them up with everyone,
Amen,
we're the
Jeff.
same, that everyone knows what we can and can't say, or attend and not attend, so. And then I guess, in the same regard, I guess we just learned last week that the county is now putting a use tax on the same ballot.
It is my understanding that, yes, they have put a use tax on the same ballot. I think the purpose of the use tax would go towards funding of their 911, based on what I've read in the Missourian.
That's correct.
And the school district is still uncertain yet.
No, they have put it also on the ballot as well. So it's my understanding, I guess, I don't know about the property tax issue.
As of right now, it's still on.
So if that stayed on there, I think it would read, just so you all know, and Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you have, that tax issue would be first. You would probably have the county and the use tax would be second on there, our propositions, and then the school district proposal. Somewhat in that order, unless the county clerk's office needs to move that around due to spacing of the ballot.
To that point, it's a little more difficult this time, having all these ballot issues on there as it was. So education is very important to everything we can. I think it goes without saying, it's imperative that we have it. It's just, I think it's a little more difficult listing the other three, had a total of 5 on the ballot. So,
Yeah.
education is key.
8 years ago, we had Prop P that was on there as well. So, I mean, I suspect in the future, you're probably going to have, at least at the local level, more at the municipal elections in April, just due to the fact of, voter turnout that is there. And I think they usually have a tendency to go, if you want an issue to pass, you get a better favorability of it passing in April than you do in the general election or in August at the primaries.
Right.
But we've never shifted off, to my knowledge, off of the April election for all of our renewals that we've ever done or asked for those. The others have joined our party, let's just put it that way. That's all I have.
Yes, our Parks Department has some people in a skills competition. They got first place.
Yeah, Laura, you want to come on up and give them, tell them what it was.
So we had some of our staff from the Parks Department attend the MPRA, which is the Missouri Parks and Rec Association maintenance rodeo this last week. And they competed in quite a few different activities. They did something with a backpack blower, they skid steer with zero-turn mowers, things like that. And our crew took first place. This was a regional competition. There's 3 different regional competitions. And what that means is they will go in February and compete against the others in the state and the 2 other regions to see who will take home, I guess, the prize. Not really a big prize, it's a trophy. So they'll get a trophy the first day they're there for taking first in the regional competition, and then they will stay for the expo, and the next day they'll compete with the other regions. So we're really
Kudos
proud
to
of
them.
them.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Now they got a new lawnmower to work with.
Yeah.
Electric mower that they
Probably should have said that before you had your discussion.
With wide tires.
Yeah, those wider tires.
No
so.
flat tire.
Anybody else?
Move to adjourn,
Second.
unless I'm rushing you, Jeff.
Second.
Okay.
He was quick on second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're done.